signs of the future Roosters as well. Sandon Smith had an unbelievable day out at Allianz Stadium in front of 41,000. Kevin Walters, Michael Ennis, on a day that means so much. The stage was set for someone to step up, and that was Sandon Smith.
Yeah, it certainly was. A terrific ceremony to kick off the day, and from the fourth minute, Von, it was the little number 6, the 5'8" Sandon Smith. I said it at half-time. We've marvelled at what Sam Walker's been able to do on this particular day. Today, no Sam Walker, but it was Sandon Smith who was absolutely stunning. The 5'8" was brilliant today. He really was. Even when he wasn't scoring or making line breaks or carving them up, he was somewhere in the picture. You know, and Trent Robinson spoke about effort and effort having to go through the roof today. He was everywhere, the little number 6. Came up with some great moments, showed great acceleration and speed on the stroke of half-time. That got the lead out to 20-6. That was a killer blow for the Dragons because they'd actually defended an enormous amount of possession reasonably well. Had they have gone in at 14-6, I think Shane Flanagan would have been wrapped. That hurt. This was brilliant. Carlton, that kick was just so audacious. It was incredible what he came up with, and he just continued, Kev. What a performance.
He did. He got in the dummy half and then slayed them there. Unluckily there for Tedesco. That would have been try number 3 for James. But, yeah, what a first half, what a second. He backed it up in the second half. As you said, 20-6 at half-time, and the Roosters just went on with it in the second half. And this is, like last week against Penrith as well, they were very good for that first 40 minutes, the Roosters, and they've backed it up again today with 2 good 40-minute halves. So I expect them well. They're not on the bottom now, are they? That probably lifts them off.
They are off the bottom of the NRL Live ladder. They've gone into 14th, relegating the Panthers to last on the NRL Live. It is a bizarre season that we are watching unfold. James Tedesco, again, we spoke about his class and his influence, his ability to make these Roosters rise to the occasion, and his fingerprints were all over everything that the Roosters did great.
Outstanding. You know, we heard Cooper Cronk here, in the pre-game talk about just the class and the leadership of Tedesco and how important he was today, how important that he got it right, didn't try and overplay things, but got his game on and led from the front. He did it. He was spectacular today, Tedesco. 2 tries, all but 1 metre shy of 200 running metres. I think he had a handful of line breaks, 3 line breaks, I think it was. He was terrific, the skipper. They needed their leadership to stand up today. You know, obviously a disappointing loss to the Roosters, to the Panthers last week at home. They come here today on Anzac Day. It's a special day for the club. It's a special day led by the coach and their leaders. And, I thought Nafahu White, I thought Spencer Leniu, I thought they got the physical part of the game right early. Angus Crichton, another in that category. I thought Tupou and Nawaqanitawasi carrying the footy back out of the backfield were terrific. But their leaders today who stood up, I thought Tedesco and also Connor Watson through the middle of the field were outstanding, in particular Tedesco. But, as good as everyone was in the Roosters side, it was Sandon Smith's day, Von. The little number 6 was absolutely brilliant today, and without a doubt, no doubt, you would think he would win the Anzac medal.
The Ashton Collier medal, we are standing by to hear who will receive that for the 2025. But Sandon Smith, you're right, he had the first half double. He had a wonderful try assist for his captain, 4 tackle breaks, 3 line break assists. What about the sin bin? Can we forgive that one on an otherwise almost perfect outing?
Yeah, definitely, Kev.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll let him, sneak away with that because he was everything good about the Roosters today. Here it is. Here, just a little clip. Last year that's just play on. Now in the modern game, that's a penalty, and he unfortunately got 10 in the bin. But while he was off in the bin, the Roosters managed to score some more points again, so they doubled down while they only had 12 men, which was disappointing from a Dragons point of view. But Crichton was very good as well. He was in everything good about that. And Mick, you said, Mick, their big players stood up today in that second half to get them home, and it was a terrific win. Moves them off the bottom of the table, which is fantastic.
Sam Walker obviously still to return for the Roosters. Sandon Smith has declared himself in a major way today. Hugo Savala has stepped up and really represents this new generation of Roosters in just his 3rd appearance at halfback for the Roosters this year. There's signs of positivity there for Trent Robinson.
Definitely, Von. We spoke about it before the game. It was going to be a tough year for the Roosters. They've lost so much experience, but it was an opportunity to get some of the young guys that have been waiting for an opportunity, NRL games under their belt. And the injuries to Sam Walker and to Brandon Smith and to Lindsay Collins have really hurt Trent Robinson, putting good leaders, around these young blokes and allowing them to find their feet. But as Kev said before, the leaders today were terrific for the Roosters. They really were. Radley, Crichton, Leniu, Tedesco, Connor Watson, these players really stood up today, and that allowed the young blokes to find their feet on such a big occasion. You won't wipe the smile off this bloke's face tonight. Hugo Savala, a clean run, 20 metres to the try line for his first NRL try, off James Tedesco, who he's probably grown up marvelling at watching some of Teddy's highlights in his absolute prime. All of a sudden, Tedesco's landing him a pass on his chest on Anzac Day in front of all his family and friends, a local boy. Doesn't get any better than that. That was a great moment.
Hugo Savala, Sandon Smith, Billy Smith, they all said that they grew up watching this Anzac Day clash as toddlers. Not to make us all feel old, but they understand the sense of occasion and how important it was for the Roosters. The Roosters now have the Dolphins next week on Magic Round on Friday evening. So that will be one contest to watch.